Women's soccer season is upon us, and alongside the ninth-year head coach, Denise Schilte-Brown, Mike Lefko with you. Coach, you've been doing this for 9 years now here. Is there always a sense of excitement, though, every time another season comes upon you?
Absolutely. There's way too long of a period in between seasons, and I think every head coach would agree that it'd be nice if there was 2 seasons, or if we got to play in the spring and the fall. So very excited that the fall is here.
How about this team, this particular group of girls coming back? A lot of experienced players, you have some new players. How are they all meshing so far?
Yeah, I mean, you got to love a year when you have this many senior kids. You've gotten to spend 4 years with them and really get to know them, and they're awesome girls. So, you know, you're really blessed by the relationships that you develop. And there's so many of them this year that we're so close to, and it's just such an experienced, really great leadership group. There's a lot to look forward to.
You're just underway, no exhibitions, no matches yet, so you have the practices, you have the team kind of around each other all the time.
Yeah.
What's the best part about this stretch when they're just practicing and just around each other?
Oh, the best part, you know, besides the meals in the dining hall, right? The best part is kind of seeing the potential. You know it's there, and you've seen it from last year, and the girls worked really hard in the spring. It's just kind of seeing it all come together. You're asking them to do a lot of the same stuff that you did in the spring, but they have good energy right now. They're focused on the season. So I think it's just watching the pieces fall into place and the excitement build towards the first game.
Because you have so many returning players, does it really help that you have maybe a set knowledge of how you want some things to shape up, and then it's maybe fitting individual pieces here and there rather than reformulating everything?
100%. I mean, as a head coach, you don't really have to implement new things. They've done it all. The tactics are more review, and the implementation is the most important thing, and then just the personalities meshing together, and then you're kind of changing things, but often you're changing them because of something exciting you see in the way the players are working off each other. So I think you benefit a lot from having a team return this many players.
Well, the team just got started with practice a couple of days ago. When we come back, we'll take a look at the sights and sounds of the first few practices here with the women's soccer team.
Once again, Tampa General Hospital is proud to be named the #1 hospital in Tampa Bay by U.S. News & World Report, and recognized as one of America's best hospitals in 4 specialties: cardiology and heart surgery, nephrology, orthopedics, and urology. #1 in Tampa Bay, again, and one of America's best. Tampa General Hospital, trusted for our expertise, chosen for our care.
This is where the legends live, waiting for someone with better innovation. From the brand that reinvented the t-shirt comes the Under Armour Speedform Apollo. This is our rocket ship.
Women's soccer practice kicked off last week with two-a-days as a motivated team looks to get back to the NCAA tournament.
I feel like it could be physically taxing, but once you have your teammates support there for you, you kind of forget about the physical side and you just rally for the girl next to you. So then when the games come, it's so much easier.
Definitely a grind, but I think it really brings us all together. Being out here twice a day, lunches and dinners together, we really bond during this time. It's a lot of fun, really.
With a veteran core and 2 returning all-conference players, the Bulls have high expectations leading into the season and 2 road exhibition matches this weekend.
Definitely team chemistry is what we're trying to build right now. Also, knowing that we're going to win. This is the time when we decide that we're going to be champions, and this is when we work together. So this is a really important time for our season.
We learn how everyone plays in different ways, and we figure out how to play with each other and what works and what doesn't, and it just really sets us up well for the season. We really want to win a conference championship and make it farther in the NCAA tournament, but defensively I think just getting our shutouts higher up would be awesome.
Looking for an individual or family health care plan? Or maybe a dental policy? Look no further than the Tampa Florida Blue Centers in West Shore, Carrollwood, and Pinellas Park. For more information, go to floridablue.com or call the number on the screen.
So we just took a look at kind of the first few practices, the sights and sounds, and when you're in this preseason, it's a lot of soccer. 2-a-days, just a lot of intensive work. What's the mental state you want your team to kind of get out of this preseason mentality?
I think that you want to set a lot of goals in preseason, and you're physical, you're technical, you're tactical. But for us, a huge focus is mental this preseason. Having so many returners, it's the mindset, right? Can we develop that competitive switch that's on all the time? If you can do that in preseason, then that's going to reflect your games. So we're really talking a lot about mindset. Are we competing at every practice? Are we playing? Is the speed of play where we want it? And if we can get that mindset, a lot of the tactics have been nailed down in advance, and it's just fine tuning. So that's a big focus for us. And I think the girls are doing well. And it's tough. You're coming from your summer season, and it's a different feel. It's a bunch of girls coming together. They don't know each other. It's a little bit more relaxed. Here the intensity goes from a 5 to a 10, and you want to maintain it at that 10 at every practice. So we're working on it.
Now you have a couple of exhibitions coming up, all kind of condensed in the span of this weekend. You'll have 2 of them, and they're both on the road. And you have a lot of matches away from Corbett here this year. So was that kind of the goal, get them out and away from here in this exhibition season?
It was because of the season. We never want to be away from Corbett. I mean, who would want to be away from Corbett? Nobody. We love being here, but our mindset was, okay, you're going to have a bunch of road games in the season. What exhibitions are going to benefit you the most? It's going to benefit us from teaching our team how to travel and how to be competitive on the road and consistent. So, in preseason, we've been meeting a lot about what it means to be a road warrior, how to prepare for all situations. And then we talked about, your preseason, we have these 2 games on the road, and that's preparation for this season. That's going to be a ton of games on the road, and we're going to win regardless of the situation.
Now, when you actually get out there in an exhibition game, what are you looking for? What do you want to see out of your team, maybe in specific situations, or just playing another opponent for the first time?
I think that that's interesting. I've often wondered kind of what some other coaches' approaches were to those games. For me, we treat those like the regular season. It's 2 games. We want to learn as much as we can in those 2 games going into our season. So as much as I'd like to get everybody in and try different things, really our goal is to play the way we're going to play in those 18 games leading up to that and learn as much as we can so that we can grow and prepare to win right off the bat.
Well, we'll see the women's soccer season begin shortly. They're on the road August 21st to start the season, and the home opener right here, August 28th. Thanks for watching this edition of the Denise Schilte-Brown Show.